Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today's episode number 286 of the Level Up program and day number 126 of the Brown Belt. If you're new to the program, this is all about my practicing of shooting the dice at the craps table, as well as playing a blue collar style way of craps. And first of all, before I continue on here, guys, this is the same stream as what I had set up for Friday, but unfortunately I was not able to do my live stream Friday, so you'll see a bunch of chats here wishing me luck, saying everything, you know, good luck with the family and this and that. I really can't go into too much detail, but it did have to do with my mother, who is experiencing extreme dementia situations and problems, and I ended up taking her to the hospital. So I can't go much more into detail than that, but I do appreciate all the support everybody has given me and all the positive thoughts and prayers that everybody has shared with me, and for those of you who reached out. So thank you for that. The second thing I want to cover is I went through on Friday morning, so instead of doing my live stream, I was able to actually shoot the advanced rhythm rolling dice video, and I spent probably about 8 to 9 hours editing it this morning. So it is all complete. I am thinking about tomorrow morning at about 7:35 doing a premiere of that video, and then immediately after that video will go live with our normal Level Up program. So make sure you put in the chat if you think that is a great idea. If not, I'll schedule for a different time. In the YouTube world, we've got Kevin Smith checking in first, and we got Randy Hill, Lazy Dog, and George CY on the Kick.com side of things, /Craps Master Journey. We have Tommy T Sizzle checking in. So make sure you do say hi in the chat if you guys are here. We have 9 people watching currently on YouTube, and there is 2 people on the Kick.com side of things. We're going to continue on today with a 14-foot table dimensions, if you will. So the camera here is way down on the ground. Good morning, Joel, checking in on YouTube side, and Jason Nielsen on Kick.com side. But I'm going to be shooting from, and I'm going to measure it out exactly tomorrow, but we're somewhere around that 11-foot mark from the opposite wall. Normally I shoot from about here, which is about that 9-foot mark, which on a 10-foot table, I'm sorry, a 12-foot table, what I normally play on, it would be somewhere around that stick left 2 position, if you will. And we're practicing today on a 14-foot table. This is going to be somewhere around that stick 1, stick 2 position. So we're going to, again, practice that and hopefully get ready for this coming weekend. So Kevin asked if I went to Joliet last weekend. I did not. It's actually this weekend coming up. I had misquoted a few episodes ago. So anyhow, Coach Joe's checking in there. Hopefully I'll see him next week down in Chicago, Joliet area as well. I have a hotel set for Friday the 16th at the Harrah's at the Caesars property in Joliet. And I'm hoping to meet up with Alfredo and Ornell and Coach Joe and Demon Dog Chris and the whole group that's down there, hopefully on Friday night, as well as play a good part of Saturday during the day before I need to come back home, which is about a 3.5-hour drive for me. So let's get started right away. Crapsee, I'm going to start off $20 pass line bets. We're going to start off 555 on the ATS. Again, I'm practicing for the Joliet trip, which is a $15 table more than likely. And we'll go $4 craps check. No, we'll go $3 craps check to start off with here. We have a $1,940 bankroll, $1,940 bankroll in Crapsee. So my goal is to get up to approximately $2,100, maybe a little shy of that, maybe $2,050, somewhere around there, $100 to $150, $175 goal, somewhere around there. So Camp Joe is going to be there. He's going to be camped out at the end of the table. So clear the landing zones he will do. That is awesome. And I don't know where they're going to put me. I'll probably try to scoot in at stick right 1 or stick right 2 or stick right are left to, because I'm sure Alfredo and Arnell will be camped out at the 1 positions. And if Rich and Corey are on, they will also be at the 1, 2, or 3 positions. So I might be on the end of the table with you, Coach Joe. We'll see. Anyhow, we'll go all bets side here. 3, 2, 3, 6. Dice out. And again, it's a little bit of an adjustment, shooting from a couple feet away and making sure that the dice land in your landing zone with the appropriate amount of energy. The dice did cross. We have a 4-1-5, and that is the horse and buggy, the trucking camper. Let me get KPI engaged here so we can get that on here. The joys of getting going on a Monday morning. So like I said, in the chat, guys, let me know if you think it's a good idea to do a live video, or I'm sorry, a premiere of that advanced rhythm rolling video that I did. It took me, like I said, about an hour to film on Friday, but I've spent between 8 and 9 hours this weekend editing it. And in fact, I just got done editing it probably about 30 minutes ago. So we'll see how, let me know in the chat if you do want to see that. But anyway, we got, let's go 88, let's go 118 across bet level. So that's going to be 88 on the inside, 24 on that 6 and 8, 20 on the 9. Let's go $15 on the 4 and 10. And with that $20 pass line bet and the ATS, we have a total of $133 on the table. But this is considered 118 across. And we had 4-1, so that was a double pitch on that left die, and that was a single pitch on the right die, so it's ultimately a single pitch. Okay, Kevin, thank you for that feedback, and we'll go all bets set here. Roll number 2 for shooter number 1 on a Monday morning. Dice up, 3, 2, 3, 6. And we have a 3-2-5. That is a Justice 5. So that will be our first Buckeye Buckshot that we have for the day. Buckeye Buckshot. See if Buckeye pops in the chat here. So we already announced his name once. So that is a pass line winner. Point hit. And again, we're going to stick with that $20 pass line, but we're going to go with the $3 craps check. Again, we're playing blue collar craps style, so low bankroll, low win goal. When I go down to Joliet now this weekend, I'm gonna be put in a situation. It's gonna be a dilemma for me. I'm gonna be around a lot of good shooters, and I'm gonna be there for all of Friday night and a good part of Saturday during the day. So where do we set our goals? How do we operate at the table? And I, again, practice like you play like you practice. So my betting scheme will be the same as what you see or hear me doing on Crapsee. My win goal, though, is going to be probably slightly different down there. I think that if I can get like $150 win goal per session, that would be the goal, and that's what I'm going to try to do. So I'm going to try to pull my money down. But if it requires pulling all my money off the table, I'm probably not going to do it. But what I will do is maybe pull off half of the win goal and play with the other half, hoping that another one of the shooters will go on a run like they do tend to do in Chicago. So there's something to consider thinking about. So all bets set here. $20 pass line bet, $3 crop check. All the box numbers are turned off. 3, 2, 3, 6. Dice out. Big challenge here is getting that arc in the dice. A little short on the landing zone, and the arc was not there. We got lucky. We have a 4-5 hard 9 Big Daddy Mac. So our new point will be 9. Got a little bit lucky on that. The casino's going to give me a warning. Shooter, get your dice to the end of the table. And if Arnell's in the chat, he'll probably holler at me as well. Good morning, Craig, checking in. Old Bay Craps, welcome. I've not seen you here for a while, my friend. I hope you're working your way back into the community here. Craig, I will hopefully have a gift coming your way within the next couple weeks. If you can go in Discord and drop me your address, I would like to verify the address that you have. I think I do have it already, but let me know in Discord if you would, please. And I think you'll be surprised. See what I'm going to be sending your way. And then Kevin says he finished his 4th book on Bone Tracker. That is awesome. So that is 4 books of 720 throws, I'm assuming. So we're going to take the $20 off the 9. We'll put over on the 5. We're going to go pressure 1 unit on the inside across. So we are $150 into the shooter. We have $14 brought back to rack, 25 on the 5, and 30 on the 6 and 8. Still 15 on that 4 and 10. And let's go all bet set here. Dice out. Ooh, look at that, guys. We got OMC Craps, all the dots and all the spots. Midnight. So that's going to be one of the bookends that does nothing for my bets. We still need another box hit in order to get out of the shooter at the very minimal to get out of the shooter here. So that was both 1 dice off axis, a single pitch on the right one. That was an explode on that left one. So that was a explode on the left, single away. So that is still a safe set. So we're going to stick with that 3-2-3-6. And after you watch that premiere video tomorrow morning, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about there. Pre-warning, the video that's coming up tomorrow morning before my live stream is a intense video, if you will. Lots of information. It's hopefully one of those that you're going to have to watch 3, 4, 5, 10 times in order to get it down. And make sure you bring a pen and paper along so you can take notes and hopefully be able to put some of that information to use. So let's go all bet set here, 3-2-3-6, and dice out. We are looking for one more box hit here. Whoa, I shanked that one. We got lucky. I kind of held onto the dice just a split second too long, hit that mixing bowl, so I kind of pulled it. But we have a 2-4-6, the Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. Ooh, that was one of those, like, I let go and I was like, oh shit. So it's a I took the video, I took your advanced rhythm rolling video, George, and I made it my blue collar crap style. I interpreted your teachings and I added 1 or 2 things in from my own doing, and hopefully it is accurate and it was received well. So hopefully that answers your question there. We got a 6 on that one. I said it will come down. We only got $49 brought back to rack. So let's do one more inside pressure bet here. So we're going to bring the 5 up to $30, 6 up to 30, 6 and 8 up to $36. Still have 15 on that 4 and 10. Let's go 15 pass line odds, and we'll call that all bets set here. So 3-2. 3-6 produced a double pitch on the right die and a single pitch. So that was ultimately a single pitch, so we're still safe. Sticking with that cousin 1 set, 3-2-3-6. And all bets set, dice out. Short in that landing zone again, guys. But we got out of this shooter. On this one, we have a 2-3-5, Justice 5. That's the second time we've thrown that 2-3-5. So that is our first example of a repeat dice result, or dice combination, if you will. And that was enough to get out of the shooter. So we're bringing all our money down. We're going to 66 inside bet level. So we have $91 brought back to rack. We have $86 on the table because of that ATS bet. So we have 15 on the 5, 18 on the 6 and 8, 20 on that pass line, 5-5-5 on the ATS. And if you guys caught me, I was doing a little bit of Crapsee play this last weekend. Did a little bit of, I think, at Georgia's site. I did something on Big AZ's last night. And guys, I've been rail dumping on there, and I've been getting busted every single time. So what I do on Crapsee on some of the other people's channels is not reality. Just keep that in mind. What you see on my channel here is what I will actually do in the casino. Good morning, SJ, checking in here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are at 11 people on YouTube right now, 3 people on Kick. It is a slow day for everybody checking in. We are at 12 likes, though, but I came into the video today with 9 likes on YouTube because of the comments from last Friday. So I do appreciate everybody supporting and sticking in there with me. But anyway, we had a 2-3, so that's a single pitch on that left die. That's a primary on the right dice, so we'll stick with the 3-2-3-6 dice set, and we'll call that all bets set here. We reduce, we're out of the shooter, we're in profit by $5 so far, so don't spend it all in one place, everyone. 3-2-3-6 dice out, and we have a 6-2-8. That is the Duracell 8. Go out, support free live craps. Make sure you support the channel and the content creators that you do enjoy. Make sure you go out, give that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so, and you guys know the drill. It does not cost anything, and it is all free. Kevin says he railed dumps on Brian's weekend tourneys also. That ends up biting in the butt a little bit. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But anyhow, that was our first hit after coming down. So we're going to bring that, what was that, 8? We're going to bring that 8 up to $30. So we're just going to trend bet the number that was hitting. If we hit 8 again, we'll probably spread out to the 4 and 10. But again, that was a 6-2. So that time it was an explosion of that left die, and that was an explosion of that right die. So we had a double explosion on that one. So we're still safe here. 3-2-3-6 is what we're going to go back to. And we'll call it all bet set. Dice out. So I want to make sure that we try not to get the double explosion here, which is not the worst, I guess, for this dice set. And here we go. A little shorter in the landing zone again, but this time we got a 4-6-10. That is Waylon's best friend laying it in, Daddy Joe. So we got a double pitch on that left die. We got a single pitch on that right die. It's ultimately a single pitch, still on axis though. So we'll go back 3-2-3-6. So the video is going to be 22 minutes and 50 seconds long. And like I said, it's pretty information dense or information packed. So make sure you guys do bring something to either rewatch it or to document as we go along. So that way you guys can refer back and kind of look at things. Hot number today so far is that 5. We'll go all bet set here. And dice out. We need the 11 for the tall. We need the 2, 3, and 4 for the small. And that Minmo Yo was eluding us last week. That's the only number we needed to make the ATS, to make them all that one day. And we hit one side of the ATS a couple times last week. Dice out. A little bit long. The dice is split apart, but we have a 2, 4, 6. That is the Kevin the Carpenter 2x4, another repeat dice combination. That's a single pitch on the left die. That is a double pitch on the right die. Ultimately, a single pitch of the dice still on axis. So Kevin says he's the laughing stock of Brian's tournaments. He gets way up early on and goes broke. I know a couple other people that do that and that used to do that quite often. And it is what it is. So anyhow, that was a 6. We're going to make that 6 look like $30. And remember, our goal is to get up to $2,100 today at the end. That was our win goal. We're at 2073. So the question is that close enough or not? We're going to go at least one more hit. We'll get that $2,100. And we probably still won't be able to come down because remember, we have $35 that's contract bets right now. So we have to do actually 2135 in order to hit our goal for the day. So let's go all bets set here. We're gonna go 3236 again. And dice out. Ooh, that was really long, guys. Really long in that throw. But we got a 639. That is the center field 9. And that is also our point. So we'll be looking for a new point here. That is point hit. So 639. Again, that's one dice off axis. Primary on the right. And that is an explosion on that left. So we're at $2,093. So if I took everything off the table right now, which is not possible, we would be almost at goal there. So let's stick again, $20 pass line bet. Let's go again, $3 craps check. We have $153 brought back to the rack. We have 113 currently on the table. We're gonna go 3236. That was actually, yeah. What was that last one? We had a 6-3. So we had a primary and a explosion. So still safe. All bets set. Let's go. Looking for a new point. And we got a 538. That is the Great 8, Leon from Great Craps. I saw that he put a video out the other day. I did not watch it, but he did put one out, and I know he's been very infrequent with his videos. But we have 538. 8 is our point. We're going to take that $30 off the 8. And let's put $15 in pass line odds. Let's go $15 on that 9. So we have $110 on the table currently. 150 brought back to the rack. So if we lost everything right now, we'd be at $40 in profit for the day so far. That was a 5-3, so that was a single pitch on that left die and a primary on the right die. So we're going to go back 3-2-3-6, and all bets set. And we got Buckeye checking in. I just threw a, my first 2 rolls was a Buckeye buckshot. And we'll go dice out. Dice did cross on me, and we got a 415 horse and buggy trucking camper. So let's see where that puts us right now. Still need that mid-mo-yo for the tall. We need 2, 3, and 4 yet for the small. And that puts us at goal. We are at 2111. And again, remember I said I want to try to get to 2100, but if I pulled all my money off, I still need to come up with $35. So I still need ultimately another $24 to get to that 100 plus dollar goal, 150 or so. That was a 4-1, so it was a double pitch on that left die. And that was a single pitch on the right die. So ultimately, that was a single pitch of the dice. 3-2-3-6 is the dice set that we're sticking with. And all bets set. Dice set. And we have a mid-mo-yo, guys. We have the 5, 6, 11. That is awesome to see. So we hit that tall, lighting up half that screen green. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. So we actually definitely made gold now. So no matter what, now I have 105 on the table, no matter what, I'll be over goal. So I'm just going to keep the money out there. In fact, I'm going to pick up that 10 and 4 for $15 a piece. So that we have money on all the numbers here. And if I was to lose everything on the table, I'm still going to be $26 over goal. So that is awesome sauce. That was a single pitch on that left die again. And that was a single pitch on the right die. So it was actually a double pitch of the dice. So 3, 2, 3, 6. So that's something that we're going to have to be really careful about. Watch our finger positioning, make sure we're not pushing with the thumb, make sure the middle finger is situated decent. We had a 5, 6, so I'm going to actually take the dice and roll them back 1/4 turn on both of them. So we're going to go with a 2, 4, 6, 4 dice set. 2, 4, 6, 4 dice out. See if we can make a mistake and pick up the magic aces, and then also the 2 and the 3 and 4 dice out. Yeah, we got a 5, 1. That would be the KitchenAid mixer. Which reminds me, not tomorrow, but next week, Tuesday, I think it is, that they'll be doing the next throwing show for Sideshow Gamble, hopefully with Gargoyle and Ed and all those people and that. So we got a 5, 1. This is where I need to work on whether they're on axis or not. So that was a 3, 2. We rolled it back. So that was a double pitch on that left die. And we had a 1 there. So we rolled it back. So that's a double pitch. So it was a primary hit on that last one. So 3, 2, 3, 6. Again, we're going to roll it 2, 4, 6, 4. And that last one was a 6. So we're going to press that 6 up to $42. And this is where we're going to hopefully make some extra with this fun money here. And we'll see if we can keep the roll going. So let's go all bets set and dice out. 2, 4, 6, 4. Looking for a 3 or a 4 on top. Dice out. A little short on that landing zone again. And the roll actually comes to an end. 2, 5, 7. Ouch. So not without making our goal and not without having a little bit of fun money, so I can continue to bet. Again, I will not go below 2,100 for the day because that was what my win goal was, which is about $160. I think that worked out to be. So we actually made the goal on the first shooter. The first shooter was 15 rolls long. So I have actually got $49 to play with here. So I'm not going to do a line bet, no ATS, none of that stuff. I'm going to pretend that it's somebody else's shooting. Remember that I'm going to be at a $15 table, so that does not give you a lot of options, $49 to play with. So we'll see if we can build that up. Starting over, base dice set, 3, 2, 3, 6. And I was happy with that first roll. That was something that if I was at the casino, I would probably be coloring up right now, and I would take the extra money, maybe go out, get something to eat on the way home, or get something to eat while I'm waiting for a second session. So, and that's Kevin saying that he is the laughing stock at a real table, which I highly doubt, but because he plays ultra conservative. So he's the one who barely makes a nickel on a 2-hour roll. And other people make millions. First of all, Kevin, don't worry about what other people make compared to what you make. That is something that you go to the casino and you bet how you're comfortable with. I mean, if you have tons of money to blow, throw tons of money out there. If you're conservative and you need to play blue collar crap style, similar to me, yeah, I mean, when I go to my real casino, I'm putting $66 on a table, playing skill 66, or I'm playing the $10 horseman. But the key is to get out of the shooter as fast as possible. 2 to 3 rolls of the dice. You should be hopefully at the break even, and then let it fly. Let it fly and start making money that way. It's just my suggestion, my recommendation. I was very similar to you, and I still am at sometimes at the real casino. And if you see Flugelhorn in the kick.com side of things or on the chat and YouTube, he will confirm that. Coach Joe will confirm that. Arnell will confirm that. Alfredo, everybody will confirm that I am very similar to that as well. But let's go all bet set, because it's kind of fun watching. Like Alfredo will make $1,000 and I'll make $150 on the same roll. So that's a great example. So all bet set here. 3-2, 3-6. Days out. Looking for a new point. Shooter number 2. Ooh, slightly short. The dice did cross. And there was the dang 1-3-4 that we needed. The Big Joe from Crapsee Journey. So we needed that on the last roll. That is the Craps Gods in its finest. So our point is 4. And again, we have got, how much did I say? We have $49 to play with here. And we are on a $15 table. So let's do $18 on the 6 and 8 right now. Yeah, let's do that one. So we're just gonna go 6 and 8 right here. Well, we'll see if we can start betting it up from there. So $18 on the 6, $18 on that 8. And we're gonna call that all bets set here. That brings me down to $21.13. So I still have another $13 of fun money left. Last one was a implosion of the dice on the left side and a primary on the right side, so we are safe yet. 3-2, 3-6. All bets set. Dice out. Ooh, dice split apart when I left my fingers. We got lucky. 6-3-9, center field 9. So that is no help for me, but I'm sure everybody else will get something off of that. And if I can have a 15 roller at Joliet next week as my first shooter, like I just did this morning, I will be happy with that. That was an explosion of the left die. That was a primary on the right die. So we're going back 3-2, 3-6. And let's go all bet set. I don't know, Buckeye is saying, why do you play that way, Kevin? I mean, I understand the beginning of the roll, but why stay there? I don't know what his answer will be. I know what my answer used to be, and the answer is bankroll. I didn't have the bankroll, and I still don't to some degree, to be able to bet more aggressively, if you will. So, I mean, I don't know what Kevin's answer would be, but that would be an answer that I'm sure a lot of us will have. And guys, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. You go only with what you can afford. If I can only afford to bring $300, $400, $500, that's what I'm bringing. But again, my local is a $10 table, so I can get away with that. When I go down to Joliet, I can't bring anything less than $800. That's probably bare minimum. Dice out. Dice did land and crossing, and we have the OMC craps, all the dots and all the spots. Midnight. In fact, I'm going to be bringing probably somewhere around $1,500 next weekend to Joliet, and that's going to be for Friday and Saturday play. So I will split it apart, and I'll put some of it towards Friday, some of it towards Saturday. Whatever I win or lose on Friday will not be put towards the Saturday's bankroll, so that'll be kept separate. Kind of like the envelope system. So 3-2, 3-6, that was a 12 in the last throw there. And let's go all bet set. Dice out. So Buckeye says, honestly, that's the one answer that does make sense. Anything else, he'd have a hard time understanding. Yeah. So that's exactly Kevin's thing as well. So guys, but again, when you do that now, that's partially where the scared money comes in, because you don't want to lose, and that's one of the reasons why I choose the strategies that I do, because they have a higher probability of doing well on the casino, on the table. Days out, 3, 2, 3, 6. And we have a 2, 3, 5, Justice 5. But this is also where the daily practice comes in, and trying to prove to myself that it is capable of making money on a consistent and daily basis. And if you play smart and you play decent, the results will be there. And that's something that was, I actually learned that going down to Joliet and hanging around with Alfredo and watching him do his betting, and coming home, and this is after this, actually the second time I met up with him, coming home and just analyzing everything. And then I jumped over to Uncle Mel, and Uncle Mel has, a lot of things that Alfredo follows. So, but have a good day, Craig. Thank you. And make sure you send on Discord, if you could, your address there. I would be very interested in that. So we had a 5 that did nothing for us. We're on the 6 and 8, and we're hitting everything but the 6 and 8 right now. But this is fun money right now. 3, 2, 3, 6. Stays out. Kind of pulled down a little bit. We got 2, 5, 7. Ouch. So let's go. One more shooter. And this will be our last shooter today. And again, remember, if you're just joining in, tomorrow I'm going to do a premiere at 7:35 in the morning. The premiere is almost a 23-minute video. And as soon as we get done with that, it'll take me a minute or two, and then I'll get my normal live stream set up. So we're going to do a premiere first, and then we'll do the Level Up live stream right after that. So make sure you check in. If you can't check in that early, make sure that you do go back and watch that live stream later on tomorrow sometime. You're going to probably want to watch it a couple times. Again, it's pretty information rich. So I'm not going to do any betting here, guys. I'm just going to roll for you guys. So make sure you get your bets in on Crapsee. We got all bets set. The green I'm ready button is chiming at me. This is a low watch day today. Not many people are on watching. We only got 13 people on YouTube right now. We still had 2 people on Kick. So a little bit low today. 3, 2, 3, 6. Dice out. Ooh, high energy, guys. High energy. But we have a 3, 6, 9, center field 9. Single pitch on that right die. Nine is our point. Again, I'm not doing any betting here. I'm just rolling it out for you guys this morning. And we'll see if, at least this shooter is, and I'll see if I can get a decent roll in here. We are at the 7.0 SOR, 7.0 SRR. That's awesome to see that SRR up there. I saw a new channel, a relatively new channel that came out, and it's called Dice Control. I have to look it up again. I'll have to look it up again. It's like Dice Control Dojo or Dice Control Dungeon or Dice Control something or another. It's a guy doing a 90-day series on how to prepare to go to Las Vegas. And he goes everything through setting the dice, throwing the dice, what you're looking for, analyzing the dice behavior, everything all the way up to washing your hands and clipping your fingernails and wearing appropriate clothing and all that stuff. So I saw only like a couple of the videos. It's curiously interesting. The guy obviously has some skill and knowledge. I really can't judge past it because I didn't watch too many of the videos. Peace out. That might be something. I'll try to look for the name of it later. But we have a 314 Big Joe from Crapsmaster Journey. So again, there's a primary on that left die. And that's a single pitch towards me on the right die. So 3-1. So I don't know if anybody else saw that. He has about 350 some. Thank you, Carlos. Dice Control Dojo with Phil. Yes, you're 100%. He has about 350 some subscribers. So guys, if you want to check him out, if you like him, make sure that you subscribe. You know, give him some likes. Let him know that I sent you over there. I'm sure he has no clue who I am, but it is Dice Control Dojo. So check that out. All bets set. And dice out 3, 2, 3, 6. Dice they cross at the end of the table, and we have a 2, 3, Justice 5. So 5 is definitely a strong number today. And if you were a betting man, you should not have gone on a 6 and 8 like I did. And you should take it to 5 and 9, because those are the two strong ones today. We had 6 times we hit that 5, we hit the 9 4 times, and that's out of 23 rolls. So we actually don't have a high roll count today. The primary on that left, right dice, a single pitch on the right dice, so we're safe staying with that 3V, 3, 2, 3, 6. And Kevin says that if he's up, table seems to be getting hot. If it goes and collects $30, just immediately go to 96 across. Watch my betting that I do on here, Kevin, when I do it, because again, my goal is to get all the shooter within 2 to 3 rolls after that point is established. And that'll give you enough to usually do an inside bet, sometimes in a cross bet, sometimes an inside bet with your ATS. It all depends on how you do those first couple rolls. But getting all the shooter as fast as possible so you have money to play, and you're playing on the casino's dime, if you will, gained profit. Dice out. Ooh, that right die stuck, guys. But we have a 1, 3, 4 again. So that right die stuck on the table. 1, 3, 4. Joe from Crapsee Journey. So just watch and listen to my betting, Kevin, and it shows you how you can actually transform your betting around a little bit. Again, once I get back from Joliet, good morning, Danny, checking in here on YouTube. Once I get back from Joliet, I'm going to start going back to my $10 table betting style. So hopefully that would help you as well. So that was an implosion of that left die. That was a primary on the right die. And we'll call that all bets set here. Dice out. If you're just joining in, I did make golf, so I'm just rolling it out for everybody else right now. Also, tomorrow morning we'll be having a premiere of a dice, advanced dice setting video, if you will, and it's about 23-minute video. We'll do it right before our level up live. So at about 7:35 tomorrow morning, I will be playing that. Dice out. Dice landed, they split apart at the other side of the table. We got lucky. We have a 4-4 heart 8 square pair. It's a primary on the bottom. So that would be a nice inside hit. I wish I would have had that in the last shooter. So that way I would have made a little bit of money. Good morning, Waylon, checking in. Carlos is asking which days will be in Joliet. I'm going down Friday, this coming Friday night, the 16th. Should be getting down there, I would guess, somewhere between 5 and 7 at night, playing with everybody at night, and then in the morning and during the day on Saturday. And Saturday evening I'll be leaving, so I'll be leaving on 17th. So going down for about 24 hours or so, I'll be down there. So. Joe says I'm killing him. He's trying something new. He's laying the 4s, so the 7 is the 3-1-4. Sorry, my friend. Oh my God. Are you doing the MOB, the method of betting? But anyhow, we'll go 3, 2, 3, 6. We'll stick with that dice since it's been doing well for us today, and we'll call that all bets set here. Dice out. So normally, Joel, everybody likes long rolls. So that, yeah, sorry, my friend. Dice out. . I split apart just microly before they left my finger. Joel's gonna love this one. 314, Big Joe from Crapsee Journey. So sorry, my friend. If they're hitting the 4s or the 10s, do not belay them. There's a guy that I know in Green Bay, that guy actually that I told you about that got me involved in craps. Good morning, John. His name's Robert, and he is one of those that could throw 4s. He'll throw 5 4s in a row, and it just doesn't happen just once. It happens like all of the time. So when I used to play hybrid, I used to do something like that with the 4 or 10 or whatever, and he would just laugh at me. And it only took me a couple times of him doing that to me before I figure out that maybe I'll just place the 4 for him. And for me, 4s are either hot or they're not. So today they're starting to be good. So John says he's all done with the MOB. The hybrids are killing him. So all bets set here, and days out. So Carlos, I hope to see you Saturday morning as well, or Saturday afternoon. Again, hey, anybody who wants to be in Joliet, or come down to Joliet next week, Alfredo, I think it's getting there on Wednesday or Thursday night. Like I said, I'll be there Friday, part of Saturday. Dice out. And we have a 6-5 mid-mo yo. That is Chiro coming to us from above. And yeah, come on out to Joliet this coming weekend, guys. Again, be respectful, but don't be afraid to come up and say hi and introduce yourself. We are just average, common people. We love to meet everybody. But the big rule is if they're shooting the dice, don't bother them. So 3-2, 3-6. Hard 4 would be fine, says Joel. Okay, I'll see if I can throw a hard 4 for you, buddy. So 3-2, 3-6 here, and days out. Let's see if we can do a hard 4 for you. That would be explosion of the right die and a single pitch of the left die, which is not a good thing for me, but dice out. Nope, I didn't get it for you. But we got a 5-4, the hard 9 to Big Daddy Mac. So I am actually, guys, this is the second day that I'm throwing from the 11-foot mark on my table. So that way I'm getting used to for the throwing for this weekend coming up. I'm actually starting to feel comfortable with this distance, which I don't know if that's a good thing to admit or not right now. I do not want to get overconfident. I want to keep things, so I'm observing my results, observing the mechanics, observing everything that's going on. So that's one of the things I want to do. Again, if you're just tuning in here, we're going to do a premiere video tomorrow before I go live with the level program. Make sure you check that out. This could be at 7:35 Central Time tomorrow morning. And then at 8 o'clock Central Time, I'll go live with my normal level up program. So let's go dice out. And it's a video that I recorded Friday. We have 3-3 hard 6 double degen. That's a primary on top. So inline on axis, primary on top. But it's a video I recorded on Friday. I spent 8 to 9 hours this weekend editing. I finished editing about 30 minutes before going live this morning. So it's not going to be for everybody, but hopefully it does well. Hit the other box numbers, says Joel. Sorry, we're concentrating on the inside numbers here today, and that's a good sign. Yeah, make sure you press that button in Crapsee, please. Still at 2 people on Kick. So Kick is a very slow day today. 13 people on YouTube. Ultimately, it is a very slow day all over here. Let's go all bets set and dice out. It's our last shooter here. In about 13 minutes, John will be going live with his daily paycheck. So make sure you check that out when we're done here. Make sure you send that like over to me. We have another 3-3 hard 6 double degen. Primary on top. So Dice Control Dojo, that's the new channels that I was watching yesterday, actually driving home. I was actually in Milwaukee yesterday. Death is a bad thing in this family. We had, my cousin died a few weeks ago, who was in her early 40s. She was battling MD for her entire life, so that finally got the best of her. And then my aunt died on Saturday morning, which is my dad's last sibling, and my dad had passed many years ago, but so his whole generation of siblings expired as of the other day. And my girlfriend's mother is not doing well, so I mean, it's just one after another, but it is natural progression of life. It is what it is, I guess. 3, 2, 3, 6 dice out. So they say things going in threes. And we have a 4, 2, 6. Sorry, guys. Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So we were pounding those 5s earlier. Now we're pounding the 6s. So sorry, Joel. 3, 1, 4 is not inside. I threw a couple of those today already. So 3, 2, 3, 6. And we'll call it all bet set here. Dice out. A little short on the landing zone, and we came to an end. We have a 3, 4, 7. Ouch. It's a double pitch of the dice. There's only 2 7s that show on that 3V dice set on a primary hit, or on a double pitch of the dice. So, guys, the rolls were decent today. In my opinion, they were decent. We should have made money. I made my goal on the first shooter, and I bet some fun money on that second shooter, and I did not do any betting on the third shooter. But this is our statistics for the day today. We had 3 shooters. We had a 15, a 12, and a 5. We have an SOR today of a 10.7, SRR of a 10.7. So no come out 7 save, which is awesome. We pounded those 4s, 5s, 6s, and 9s. 7s were low today. 8s were low. 10s were low. So a lot of the lower outside numbers are low, other than that 4. Sorry, Joe. But box numbers are high today. Inside numbers are high today. 4s and 10s are slightly low. Come out 7s are non-existent. Horns and fields are low. Hardways are low. And yeah, let's go to our brown belt statistics. This is through the end of last week, Thursday. Through the end of last week, Thursday, we had a total of 4,653 throws with an SOR of 9.64, SRR of 6.8. It's a little late in the journey to get that 6.8 number up, but once we start to black belt level, which should hopefully be after, probably next week or the week after, hopefully we'll be able to get those numbers back up into a higher range than what they currently are. But anyhow, let's check the chat here really quick. Nothing's really new on the chat. It is a slow morning on YouTube. But hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. I will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you're be safe and that you're prosperous. Thank you very much.